All right, what's up, you guys? It's December 19th, 2020. Got a big day ahead of me. I'm going to move 4 storage units today. Getting close to Christmas and New Year's, although it doesn't feel like it. Thank you, Governor Wolf. That's your fault. But I'm just going to keep my head down, keep working. But yeah, today I got to head out to Randolph, New York. Then I'm going to have to go up to Jamestown / Lakewood area twice. And then I'm going to have to go out to Sherman, New York to pick up a unit. So moving 2 loaded units today and also picking up 2 empty containers from customers who finished up with them. That's the downside in this business this time of year. Usually November, December is when people are finishing up with their storage units, especially if the weather's decent. People rush, take time off work to get done with their unit or their project or their move, whatever it is that they're doing. And then they call me and want me to come pick up their containers. So I tend to kind of get a small rush of them back this time of year. Like I said, all summer I've been completely rented out, didn't have a single container available for rent. Now I've probably got 5 or 6 empty ones on hand, but you know, out of a total of 84 units right now, but this week I have another 12 coming, so I'm gonna have 96 units, and that's okay. You know, it's just the slow time of year, I guess, but it gets me ready for spring / summer when a bunch of demand comes back in. So yeah, I just mentioned this week's gonna be an exciting week. I've got 12 brand new units coming in, so I will be here in this warehouse building those and showing you guys here on YouTube. So if you're new here, my channel is about investing, entrepreneurship, documenting myself growing my portable self-storage business. So if that's interesting to you, please take a second, subscribe to my channel, hit that little bell icon so you get notifications of when I do new videos. But what I really do here on this channel is I'm trying to show everything. You know, the day-to-day work that I'm going to be doing today, loading storage units, moving them for customers, what that looks like. I'm also openly talk about my finances, you know, my Roth IRA, my investment accounts. I currently have a little over $8,000 invested in my Roth IRA. I just maxed out my Roth IRA for the year yesterday, which is a $6,000 through the year. I managed to save over $20,000 this year, and my Vanguard accounts total a little over $150,000. I think it was $156,000 as of yesterday. I own 3 rental properties. I own 86 storage units. So a net worth, I need to do another update, but I think it's in the neighborhood of $450,000 right now. So a lot of assets. My assets are approaching $1 million, but I also have a lot of debt too. So, and I say all this not to brag, not to, you know, be an idiot and be here on YouTube going, hey, look how much money I make. I'm passionate about personal finance. I live in a very small town. I have a normal income. I'm not some crazy realtor making millions of dollars a year. I don't have some online course. I don't have any of this crazy stuff that you see a lot of people doing on YouTube. I have a normal day job. I'm the business manager for the city I work in, and I do this business on the side, growing it steadily over time. I'm buying real estate steadily over time. I'm buying stocks steadily over time. So I'm currently 29 years old. I feel like I'm ahead of schedule for a 29-year-old. I'm proud of where I've been able to get. You know, net worth over 400,000, approaching $1 million in assets, but there's a lot of 29-year-olds out there doing way better than me. So trust me when I say that I'm not in here trying to say, oh, look at me and I'm killing it. But I love personal finance. I want to document what I did, how I eventually became a millionaire someday. Still a long ways to go to get there, but I want to be able to show this stuff to my kids one day, and I hope I can provide some encouragement to younger people like me who live in a small town where people tell you all the time that you can't do that. You've got to move to a big city. You've got to go to college and get an advanced education in order to build true wealth. So I'm trying to debunk that on my channel here. The small town I live in has a poverty rate over 22%. And I'll admit, it is harder in a small town like this. You know, my salary, I make $63,000 a year in my job. I did leave after college for a little bit to go work in Philadelphia, and you know, I could easily be making a lot more than that right now in my job. I could go to Wall Street, I could go work somewhere and make a lot more money. I love where I'm at. I'm out in the country. I'm with my family. I'm with my wife. So I'm committed to this area, but I'm still passionate about personal finance. And that's really just what I want to talk about on this channel, on my blog. Go check it out, www.coinstackfinancial.com. So the choices I've made are probably going to get me to wealth and financial freedom slower than if I chose to live in another part of the country, but that's okay with me. Like I said, I love where I'm at. I love the business that I'm growing and all the time I get to spend with my friends and family, because that's what it's truly about for me. So again, if that's interesting to you, please take a second, subscribe to my channel, check out my business, www.boxitandlockit.com, check out my blog at www.coinstackfinancial.com, and stay tuned today for some storage unit action. Here in Jamestown, New York, ran into some competition. We don't like that. A Verdi storage or something like that, but anyhow, there are some nice portable storage units, so guess I just gotta up my marketing game so this airport knows about me instead of them. Alright guys, so you can see why I love this setup so much. So I'm able to leave my truck right out here on the road and then use my mule or my machine to drive the unit right where the customer needs it. This driveway is just way too short for this rig I have, so I never would have been able to get it in here if I had to, you know, do the traditional roll the container off the trailer or the truck like a lot of other people do. But this setup works great. I'm able to put it exactly where the customer needs it easily and conveniently. So now this customer is going to be able to unload this fully loaded container right into their house.